BBM, Bark Bark Meowcast, coming to you live.
Bitches, and money.
Yeah, bitches, and money.
Yeah.
All right,
There's so
All
many
right,
bitches, we had to say it twice.
it's okay.
Actually, though, fuck our old podcast name. Like, that is it.
Bitches and money. All right, everybody, we gotta help me write a rap.
I will not be
Okay,
doing that.
this actually is a good transition to what I wanted to talk about. Speaking of bitches, and money, I have so many bitches, and I have no money.
Yeah.
But just today, like hours ago, in the mail, I received a Zoid.
A Zoid?
Nice. They're back.
And I don't know who it's from.
That's amazing.
What is
I
a
do
Zoid?
not fucking know who.
You don't know what a Zoid is?
I don't know what a Zoid is.
Holy shit, Misha doesn't know what a fucking Zoid is.
Ruby, can we find like a YouTube video real quick? Could this be the live reactive Zoids?
We should probably intro the episode first.
We don't even know what we're doing.
That's fine. We'll figure it out. When do we ever
the intro to the here, I'll do the intro. Welcome back to Bitches, and Money.
Let's go.
Ruby's gonna talk about Zoids.
Zoids.
Okay, so I've loved fucking Zoids for...
You like fucking Zoids?
Whoa.
Hey, that's for my After Dark.
After Dark?
I have never ever found any decent Zoid porn. I don't think it's out there.
Oh yeah, Ruby, did you ever make that After Dark account you were talking about?
No, and I just can't come up with it. Like, I'm not sure what the name would be, but I really need to make it because I wanted to
Happy Halloween from Angry Face. So this was for you.
I thought it must be like an accident, but then it was for me, but I don't know who Angry Face is.
Did it say like Ruby on it or your name?
It's like, I mean, they needed to have my address to get it to me.
That's true. I'm wondering if it was like somebody near you though, and like it just went to the wrong address, but
yeah, I didn't have it on a wish list or anything. I don't talk about Zoids very often because it doesn't come up because it's kind of a niche.
Oh, but it is an interest of yours.
Yes, I fucking love Zoids.
Oh, okay.
Like, but it's such a niche interest that there's only a few possibilities on who this could fucking be.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
But none of them have enough money. Like, me and my Zoid friends, none of us can afford Zoids. It's kind of a joke with us.
I have a friend named Dizzy, and I think she has Zoids. Or, like, has a couple of them.
So the first time I got into Zoids, I actually already told Mason this story today, because there is a kids' TV show, and unfortunately it doesn't hold up as well as you'd think, but whatever.
Damn.
But this is the Liger Zero from my favorite show.
Yeah.
Zoids.
And from my favorite show, Zoids.
Bird.
And when I was a kid, I used to make cardboard, like, attachments for my bicycle, and I would pretend to be riding a Zoid.
That's really cool.
Shit.
And me and my twin sister would, like, run our Zoids into each other, and we'd Zoid battle.
Nice.
Like, I've always really, really been into Zoids. The first time I ever got into Zoids, before I saw the kids' cartoon show, I was at, like a 5-year-old's birthday party, and this kid had money. He was a rich kid in a rich kid house, and somebody bought him a Zoid for his birthday. And Zoids are not exactly a toy for kids because it's a model kit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'll argue that it seems like back more in like my parents' day, model kits were popular.
Well, it depends. I don't mean it like there are model kits for kids.
Right.
But
Yeah, it's like getting a Gundam.
Most like model kits
that's
are
the best
geared...
way to compare it. It's like a Gundam.
Yeah,
it is. It's like a Gundam, but it's an animal, so it's way cooler.
Yeah.
Right, and it was like most model kits, especially like back then, were like marketed towards adults because it was like, you're too old to have toys. But what if you built your own? Ooh.
Yeah, like, oh look, a toy with I don't know, learning because you have to build it.
See, here's the thing: is like. Now that I'm looking at them, I know what these are. I haven't seen this fight or anything, but like
they're pretty cool.
The first time I ever built a Zoid was my friend Bushi Kid's friends. He opens it and he's like, ew, because he thought it would be like a Lego set, and it wasn't. And he got the black Rhino Zoid. So that was the first one. Yeah, so I'm sitting there and I'm trying to be nice, but also like I'm really socially awkward and just kind of want to do something with my hands. So everybody runs outside to play, and I like continue building his Zoid. And then later he comes in the house and he's furious with me because I finished the Zoid.
Get fucked.
But I thought that's what he wanted because he was like, "Ew, I don't want to build this." Like he thought he just wanted to open it and have it completed.
Yeah, you did it for him. Why is he mad?
Because he was a really pissy little kid.
Oh my god,
pissy little kid.
We never hung out after that, and we were never friends again.
Damn.
California rich kids.
What you're saying is Zoids ruined your friendship, and you're like, Zoids are fucking awesome.
I'm saying that I chose Zoids over this kid.
It sounds like he chose
Goddamn.
being a prissy bitch over you. Is what I'm hearing.
He absolutely.
You could have
was.
been
like,
just fine with both the Zoid and the kid, but he was like, "Nah, I got bitch about this."
Also, you could have just taken it apart if it was that bad.
No, buy me a new one.
I need a new one. Mom,
No,
give
buy
me a new one.
the Liger.
That's the thing. I don't know when Liger came out because I remember seeing.
Wait, they're gay.
So
Liger.
here's
not the same thing. I was gonna say Liger came out. Good for them.
Hey, yo.
okay.
The most
truly
unrainbow fucking thing is the white, which is devoid of color.
No, okay, but Liger is gay. You know why? Because
Why?
the Liger Zero is a special Zoid. He can wear different colored armor that gives him different abilities. That's why he's special.
Dude, I won't lie, I forget a lot of what Zoids are. I just remember Zoids and like loving that shit. Because fucking cartoony mechs, let's go.
Okay, so there's the Liger Zero, which is the Zoid I have, and I'm pretty sure, I don't know for certain, but I'm pretty sure that this model kit, I can buy Liger Zero's attachment armor.
Ooh.
And
Ruby's
so
about to get that power up.
I am. So I can have the Liger Zero, I can have the Liger Jaeger. I can have any Liger I want with the Liger Zero. I just need his attachment armor. And these are not cheap.
Oh no.
Like, I don't know who bought this because they're like Liger, the base Liger alone is at least $100.
Jesus.
You know, Gunpla is what it's because it's typically Gundams. Like that's like
What?
the big one.
Oh, Gundam. Okay, yeah.
But they call it Gunpla, and it's just you make the model kits. I got several friends, who that's the reason why I even remember Zoids was they got into like some Zoid Gunpla kits, and it was like, oh my god, you just unlocked fucking memories.
So speaking of hobbies being too expensive, I think your boy's gonna switch to Pokemon TCG as opposed to Yu-Gi-Oh.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Oh no,
That's an expensive
Why is
hobby.
that?
Yeah, Pokemon TCG actually not bad. I'm not gonna lie. I have my eyes on two different decks. It's Miraidon EX and Chinpao EX.
Wait, you have your eyes on two decks, and one's your X, and one's your.
They're both X's.
They're both
I
X's.
want them back, babe. It wasn't you. It was me.
For the Liger's Highland Master model, just his armor, which is only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, like 12 pieces of plastic, is $25.
Jeez.
And that's on sale. Typically it's $50.
Jeez.
And that's
Sounds like
just
you should get a
armor.
3D printer.
But no, I looked
No,
at
you need the official ones.
Nah. But I looked at the Miraidon EX deck. And assuming you own 0 of the cards, you buy all 60 cards, $86. Yu-Gi-Oh, however, there is one card that just came out called SP Little Knight. And this card is so fucking good that like any meta deck needs to run it. And of course they printed it in the highest rarity, so for one copy of Little Knight is $100. For one small piece of cardboard. And some people ran more than one. So I think I'm going to take a backseat from trying to build... Yeah, honestly. I think I'm going to take a bit of a backseat from trying to play Yu-Gi-Oh! And I'm going to switch to Pokemon TCG because I have fun with both games. And
I'll
I'm
play
noticing
Pokemon TCG with you.
Oh, dude, yeah. I'd love
Yeah,
that.
I totally... Like, the only reason I didn't get into Yu-Gi-Oh! Is because my sister was better at it than me.
Your competitive nature. You were like, fuck this.
I
I'm
was
too
like,
good.
Fuck this. I was good at Zoids, though. My cardboard Zoid fucking kicked her ass.
Oh, hell
I'm so
yeah.
excited just to make the thumbnail for this episode because I get to put a Zoid in.
Oh my God.
I've got a story related to Misha's card playing, and I have a story related to your Gunpla addiction. So whenever you're done, Misha.
Oh, that was basically it. But yeah, it's just like Yu-Gi-Oh's way too expensive, and honestly, streaming Pokemon's gonna make a lot more sense to people because the Pokemon TCG is much more like new player friendly than Yu-Gi-Oh is.
Out of the games, though, I like the gameplay of Yu-Gi-Oh way more than fucking Pokemon. I don't care for I don't know, just the abilities and style of Pokemon TCG.
Yeah, no, I get you. There's definitely a difference.
I love playing Pokemon TCG.
Yu-Gi-Oh is like a lot more, I think, closer to... No, is it closer to Magic?
No.
Yes, Yu-Gi-Oh would be closer to Magic than Pokemon.
I'd argue the opposite, because like
Mason, like I just saw the little.
I thought so too. I was thinking, you know what? Maybe Yu-Gi-Oh's not.
Because like energies, I always equated energies to mana, but like whenever I'm explaining Pokemon TCG to somebody who may not play or played Magic, I always equated the energies to being like mana, except for on one specific Pokemon. No. And I guess you don't tap it, because like all of the Pokemon have different moves that require different amounts of energy.
Right.
Where Yu-Gi-Oh, it's just like, if you have it, you can play it, baby. Who fucking cares?
That is true. Maybe
resources,
that's what, like,
never heard of her.
Fuck resources. All right, so let's go with this. So when I was a kid, me and my sister, we collected Pokemon cards, but we didn't play the game. We ended up getting more into Yu-Gi-Oh, and we even went to a Yu-Gi-Oh amateur tournament. And played, and we were the kids. Now, God, we probably, if we were lucky, like 10. I mean, we were young, way too young to be walking into this bitch and trying this out. And we had like 200 card decks.
Oh yeah, that was allowed back then.
It was allowed.
Yeah.
We had too many duplicates, so the people, the fucking organizers that were letting us sign up, they had to go through your whole deck and then like remove all the shit that you're not supposed to have in there.
Oh yeah.
So our decks immediately got cut down by like 40 cards each. And so then we still had like massive decks compared to everybody else, because when you build a deck, you build it for strategy, and you want to try and get the cards for your strategy to work as quick as possible. So having a bunch of fluff in there does not help you. Yeah. And we were not smart children at that time to understand that, and I just remember we just got freaking rolled. It was bad. It wasn't that reason why I never played Yu-Gi-Oh again. I just never cared to get into it. And then when I grew up, I got into Magic after I think it was actually like late high school, maybe even college, because we were talking about it and showing it, Miri the Cursed, whichever that set came out was when I got into Magic. I keep forgetting what it was, but it's when they really started doing dual color, and like black, green, white, red, and shit like that. And so I got really into that set, and that's when I started playing. And then I just kind of fell off, because it doesn't matter. Whatever you play is expensive.
Yeah,
Magic has cool art. Yu-Gi-Oh's got cool art. Pokemon's got cool art.
Yeah,
love it all.
I always felt like Yu-Gi-Oh is the most difficult game to understand, even though everyone calls it a children's card game.
I think Magic is harder to...
Depends if you do Legacy Magic, because that's ridiculous.
No, if you do Legacy Magic, then yeah, maybe. But like, Pokemon TCG is the easiest to understand, and is like the cheapest. And then Magic is just pretty middle of the road, in my opinion, where like you can like pick up all of the main mechanics in a day. Like you're not gonna be good, obviously, but like but at the end of the day you can understand all the mechanics. But like Magic is really fucking expensive last I checked.
Yeah,
especially Legacy.
I was just saying that's why it's really big on, so like again, you know, Magic Legacy being access to all sets ever available. Trying to go into any sort of tournament like that, not knowing what meta you're going to be going up against, is insane, because you can't plan against any, like the 300 different, there's probably thousands of different strategy decks built off of all of the sets that have come out, so just good luck. But yeah, if you're doing just like the current tournament rules and sets, it's not too bad. So yeah, comment down below, what's your favorite? Were you Magic the Gathering? Were you Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon? And I swear to God, if I see anybody say Digimon or Dragon Ball, trading cards.
Vanguard.
Or were you a cool kid and didn't play with fucking card games, and you smashed your bikes together while pretending they were Zoids?
Well, I didn't pretend they were Zoids. I did the cardboard paperclip thing on the back tire to make it sound like a motorcycle. I'm sure my neighbors
See,
loved
that's card game kid shit. I'm talking.
No, it was
I
like
built
No, actually,
50s
Ruby,
ago.
you're wrong.
cardboard
You're
cutout
wrong here.
animals on
I
my
didn't have
bike.
enough
You were just a theater kid before you were a theater kid.
Yeah, that's even worse.
My
That's even
God.
dirtier than what we were
I
doing.
cannot believe I'm being so attacked right now on my own.
You attacked
swung
the kid
first.
with the putting the playing card, the regular standard deck playing card in the bicycle spokes to make it sound like a motorcycle. Make him sound like he's a nerd. That was like quintessential kid shit at the time.
You swung first, Ruby. This is on you.
I didn't
But
go for the jugular,
gonna-
and you called me a theater kid before I was a theater kid.
But I'm also gonna say I really like that you fucking made a fucking cardboard Zoid for your bike. That's awesome.
You know what? I might do it now. I might
Do it.
live. My
Do it for your
absolute-
car.
Well, we just got past the only acceptable holiday for that, unfortunately.
Oh.
No, this is for me.
That's-
Fuck holidays. That
Fuck
next year I'm going as this
holidays.
toy.
This is my
Shit.
Christmas costume. You don't normally dress
Would
up
you
for
wear it?
Christmas.
Oh,
Yeah,
Mason
the
just had a great
Christmas.
idea. What if I turn Zax into a Zoid?
That would be cute as fuck.
Zach Zoid.
Like Zax. Oh, I could use one of those T-Rex masks. Have you seen the husky chewing something in the T-Rex mask?
oh yeah,
No.
I've seen that.
No, I don't
But
see it.
it's Zax and he's a Zoid. I'm sorry, I'm really excited about this. Also, here's the thing about I still don't know who got this for me. It wasn't Andy.
Is it Carnelian? I'm joking, obviously, but
But it could be anybody at this point. It has to be
true.
somebody that knows I was into Zoids and also knows that what
You
my
didn't-
fucking address is.
It wasn't on any sort of like Amazon wish list.
No, it wasn't because I was like, oh, I'll never get one of these.
What if it's an X?
I'll suck their dick. I'm a man of my word.
suck a dick for a Zoid.
Dude, I think that's what happened because I made a joke when the Liger Zero was announced. Whose dick do I have to suck to get one of these? And now it's at my
Oh.
doorstep.
You
Oh
owe
no!
somebody.
You're gonna roll up the MFF and some guy's gonna walk up and be like, "So, when we
He's
doing
gonna
this?"
pull out his
Also-
phone, show you the Amazon receipt.
I'll spit on my fucking hand and be like, okay, buddy.
All right, where's your which
Deal's
hotel
a
room's
fucking
yours?
deal.
Yeah.
A deal's a fucking deal. Literally a fucking deal.
Dick in
Literally a
one hand,
fucking
Liger
deal.
in the other. You're like beep beep beep.
I'm the winner of this exchange.
So
I mean, you get a Liger
uh,
and you get to suck dick. So I mean, you know.
I know. Like,
Yeah.
where's the?
Where's the?
I mean, you got-
Misha, can you get a PNG of a Zoid and just set it next?
I'll look.
Yeah.
I'll
So
look
speaking
for
of
you. You don't need to
recent,
look
speaking of recent, Gundam the Gunpla universe of things like Zoids. Actually, there was a Gundam Metaverse project that released in October 11th.
I think I just found
You just found out that because it's a metaverse, it's
one.
an
It's a
NFT.
WebP file.
It's
Sorry.
it's an NFT thing. There's some controversy immediately about it because obviously, fuck Gundam and Bandai and Namco for doing NFT shit with Gundams. Go fuck
Yeah.
yourselves.
Yeah.
Really, really dumb, tech bro bullshit. And the funny thing is, they halted all downloads. This article was published on October 19th. So a few weeks ago, they halted all downloads because there's videos that came out and people posted that the game, it's like, you purchase your Gundams in the game. Assumably the game was built to where you virtually build the your models, That's
Yeah.
cute.
All right, there you go.
And
It what?
it is perfect.
How big is it? How big is
That-
it roughly?
No, it's the size of your
It-
hand.
Would be slightly bigger than that, but yeah, just about. Yeah. Oh my
Yeah.
God, I'm living my fucking
it.
dream right now. There
Love
he
it.
is.
Sponsored
There
by
he
Zoids, the
is.
non-NFT fucks.
Yeah.
Yes. Sponsored by Zoids.
Well, yeah.
My-
we're gonna start beef with Gundam, and we're gonna get sponsored by Zoids. That's how.
My
it's gonna go.
life sponsored by Zoids.
Let's go.
This PureRubyDragon is brought to you by Zoids.
Sorry. So to bring this back, because my brain. The game is you build the models in the game. It's NFT bullshit, crypto NFT bullshit,
Nice.
right? When they release the game, the files within the game are basically perfect designs to show how if you have a little bit of coding experience and a 3D printer, you can just make your own models in real
Hell
life.
yeah.
And so people were downloading the games, stealing those files out, like cracking the back end to get those files. And we're trying to port them into 3D printers so that, fuck it, I can make my own sets now.
Look, dude, I'm not big on stealing, but as soon as I hear about NFT bros losing their like NFTs to theft, it does put a smile on my face. Like the lady trying to feed her family stealing some bread, acceptable.
Mhm.
Literally anybody stealing from NFT bros, also equally acceptable.
Helping destroy. All right, I have. God, I could talk about too many things about things that are stupid and happening. So I just watched an entire video on the new Silent Hill Ascension series that's coming out.
Didn't even
This
know that
is-
was coming out, but okay.
So Silent Hill is smart, and they saw how Resident Evil's doing really fucking good, and like with their remakes and everything. So they're remaking Silent Hill 2, and they're doing some new games, which is like exciting.
Okay.
And they came out with this one that is supposed to be the best way I can describe it as is a pay-to-play Telltale games. So supposedly, and this thing just like they literally yesterday they did the like the press show for it before this comes out, where it's like 5-minute episodes every day of the week. When you're watching, you can chat in this little chat bar on the right, like a stream,
like
about
a
the
premiere.
video that's playing.
A bark
but-
meow premiere.
Oh,
yeah.
cooking.
Anyway.
And
I've
what they
literally just been staring at our little screen and the Zoid on the screen this
Oh
whole
my
time.
god.
so basically what happens though is you can buy like essentially it's a battle pass. It's a subscription fee of like $27 in Canadian money because I watched a
Jeez.
Canadian
Oh.
streamer who is upset, a huge horror game player, Bakba Soup. I love him. Dude is super upset about this because so you watch this episode and there's like choices in the episode of like what people can say or what can happen and you get to vote on it. But to vote on it, you have to spend money.
I mean, yeah, if they're gonna have a muddy, that makes sense. Unfortunately,
So
if they're
instead
gonna
of
have a money
buying
model,
instead of buying a game like Life is Strange and playing it episodically and doing your own adventure, you're competing with other people to vote on an option. The highest donator to any option that finally wins gets a badge and an honor thing on their
Oh.
website.
okay. Now
For you to
lost me.
participate in a lot of this stuff, you have to again buy the initial battle pass. So you're spending $27, and then however much money you want to throw on this option to try and like secure it so that this is the option that happens in the show. And it's just a massive, massive cash grab. It's not really a game. It's more of like a video series, animated series that you're kind of voting on which options are going to happen, but again, it costs money to do that. So yeah, realistically, if somebody like drops in like just some super rich multi-billionaire person just says, all right, here's 10 grand on yes to kill this person, you'll never beat that.
Yeah, see, that's not fair. If it was
And-
like, no matter how much you donate, every vote counts as one, and then obviously like, if your thing wins and you donated the highest, then you get a prize. That's fine. But like, if it's like the amount of money, yeah, that's fucked. Where it's
Remember,
the
these
amount
aren't
of money-
donations or anything either. This is directly to the pockets of
Nice.
these developers. So
Love that.
it's
Okay.
it's gross. It's
Late
awful.
stage capitalism. Woo!
I heard about it and I'm like,
Ooh,
who
late
the
stage capitalism. Oh, guys, that'll be our next beef with capitalism.
Ooh, fuck capitalism.
That's a
Done.
big
Capitalism-
cow to take
Done.
down.
Yeah, it's just incredibly
Speaking
gross.
of fucking capitalism, donate to our
Ooh.
Patreon. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. 10,000 specifically. If Mr. Beast, somebody send this to Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast, do we have
Mr.
some money?
Beast, you want to back some
Mr. Beast,
furries,
send
and
me a
we'll
Zoid
be your
and suck
furry
your dick.
representation.
Right, me
We'll be your
oh man.
we'll be your furry representation.
We'll draw you a fursona.
We'll do the whole shebang.
We'll draw you
and
two fursonas.
Look, if you do that, Ruby will help make a fursuit too.
Yeah.
I'd make Mr. Beast a fursuit.
Fuck yeah. But yeah, so that was incredibly gross cash grab that they're trying to do, and it needs to be unsuccessful because
Yeah.
God forbid AAA titles and AAA companies decide this is the future and like stops producing good video games and goes to this like animated fucking bullshit choice cash cow grab. Like I'm hoping it fucking burns. Not it like I want like it's probably got a really cool series. It's a cool story. I heard the
Yeah.
animation's really not that great though so
Oh,
far,
well.
at least in the first episode. So that's kind of like underwhelming to start, right? But
See,
again, it's like it's Silent Hill and this could be really cool. And then it's like, sorry, it's a cash grab, a massive cash grab, one of the worst blatant cash grabs from a video game company ever. And we have to watch it fail because if it succeeds, then everybody else. Oh, you want to see John Spartan in the next Halo animated series and how he survives or doesn't survive against the Covenant?
see, here's my thing.
$100 to vote once.
I think that having like a community vote, and especially with like a game where there's decisions and shit like that, right?
Right.
I think that's a really fucking cool idea to be like, all right, guys, here's where we're leaving off. Everybody vote. What are you doing? Okay. Having it be paid, okay, little scummy, but sure, I can still kind of roll with it. They got to make money. Having it be money based to how many votes you get, that's fucked. That's where you lose me. Because then that's like quite literally pay to win.
I disagree because we have games like The Walking Dead from Telltale and Don't Nod's Life is Strange where it's exactly what you just described, but it's a choose your own adventure, but you should just be able to pay a base price for the entire game and they released it episodically. Either or, it should be allowed to go that way. Silent Hill Ascension should not be a pay to vote thing. The whole thing should be set up to where all the videos and all the options that go for whatever they chose in today's episode will change which episode gets put out tomorrow.
Yeah,
so they have obviously alternate versions of what's going to happen, right?
Yeah.
Put it all together in a game, slap $100 price tag on it, let us go do our adventures. And do exactly what Life is Strange and Walking Dead and all of them did, where you can compare it to your friends' strats or the world's like stats of who did this and what did that, and your first playthrough, and
Yeah.
do all that stuff. The fact that you have to pay money for a battle pass that unlocks the ability to customize the avatar so that you're more noticeably different when you chat in the little chat box on the right during the episode's premiere.
Okay, yeah.
And then also it's a cosmetics thing. It's really
God
not
damn
even
it.
any gameplay.
Oh
and
my
then
God.
it's and then you have to pay like every dollar for one vote, but people are throwing $20, $100, so you're kind of pointless. Again, it's just so gross, and it's not video gaming. To call it a video game is just honestly a lie. And I agree heavily with Bakba Soup and was very upset when I watched this video today. I was like, dude, this is fucking stupid.
I have a controversial take on choose your own adventure games.
Oh?
You hate them.
No, I think Shadow the Hedgehog was a great choose your own adventure game.
That was an interesting one.
I'm
Definitely.
gonna
I
take
like
your
that
word
you
for it.
actually could be the bad guy. Also, I think
Oh,
Epic
yeah.
Mickey is underrated.
Which one?
Epic
Epic
Mickey?
Mickey?
I remember that game coming out, but I didn't like give it the time of
Never
day.
played it.
but-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Epic Mickey was a choose your own adventure game where it was like cartoon, like old black and white inky Mickey.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And it was on all platforms. We played it on the Wii. But it was like it was a choose your own adventure game, but it didn't seem like it at first, but you eventually figured out it was because you could choose to be like old-timey mischievous Mickey or like new-timey good guy Mickey, and it would it actually impacted your game a lot, unlike other choose your own adventure games where it's kind of the illusion of choice.
Yeah.
I like choose your own adventure games that really diverge. Like there's multiple paths, and I recognize that is not an easy feat. Like what's that one game that no matter what the villain dies? I don't like that idea, but I do like the story that game promotes because the idea is that you didn't fail him, society failed him. What game is that? It's a horror game.
It's a horror game?
It's a horror game, and you think you're being chased by a monster, but it's actually your quote-unquote friend who's playing a really bad prank on you because he's actually like.
Oh, you're talking about it's the winter one. Oh, it's called Until Dawn.
Yeah, Until Dawn's the name of the game, yeah.
Until Dawn is the game where there it ends up being a creature, but your friend is playing a prank, like a murder prank, the whole time to try and fuck with everybody. It's the actor that did the robot show.
I like that one is a choose your own adventure game, but I
Yes.
also like that the whole point that you, no matter what you do, you can't save him because
Yeah.
the
Oh,
moral,
like his
You do
actual
lose the
story
one
ends the
guy.
same.
Yeah.
yeah,
no matter
the moral
what.
behind that is that he was lost a while ago by society. Like nobody helped
Yes.
him when he needed it because he's still suffering the trauma of his own loss. That by the time we got to the point of the game, he's already gone. So there's nothing you
Well-
can do to make him survive this ordeal, which is kind of a beautiful like message.
Yeah.
It's amazing. I know exactly that. It's so sad, but you're right because it's like they were terrible friends. They weren't paying attention. They weren't doing anything. You know.
I don't
and-
think they were terrible friends. I think they were children, and I think that the parents really
the
needed
parents
to.
failed.
Yeah. Were they
For sure.
good friends? Who's to say? They were
Shrug.
teenagers.
God,
Yeah, I'll give it that. But
It's
so-
the I forget the name of the game already. What's it called?
it's called
Until Dawn.
Until Dawn.
I think
I
it was a
really
PlayStation
liked-
exclusive.
One of the things I really liked about that was like you could find secret items around that would give you like insight into what could or
Yes.
is going to happen. And in every single game, you got insight into one of the future games that was coming out.
Yes, because I think they're the
Yeah,
same
that was
people that did
cool.
that. The something of Madonna. There's a trilogy that came out after that.
Are you talking about the U.S. Marines one or soldiers?
Yes,
Yeah,
but there's a
same
trilogy
people.
of games that all like are like same universe. I think
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Man of Medan or I forget.
I don't remember exactly what it's called, but I know what you're
Fucking
talking
forget.
about. And then there was the people camping.
So that was the thing because I can't remember completely. And maybe the commenters know for sure which came first, Until Dawn or the Walking Dead Telltale series. But that's kind of like what Telltale did. They walked in and they did this. Oh, you can choose your own choices, and this will like directly affect the game. Kind of. It wasn't until really season 3 that anything that you did directly affected the storyline. In the first game, you got to choose which one of these people survived and died immediately, but later on in the game, both characters die in the same spot,
Oh,
basically. So it's like relatively doesn't make a difference
Oh.
because they both die in the same episode later. You know, so it's like it doesn't matter, and that's one of the things where I enjoyed the story of the original Walking Dead season 1 a lot. I mean, I cried at the ending because I'm a real man.
I'm a real man. Where men
You're being
cry.
really brave about it.
And I mean, it's Lee, man. Fucking Lee. Everybody in the chat, you know, it's Lee.
I
Man.
do know.
Fucking amazing story, but as a choose your own adventure or like directly affecting the games, no, awful. That's why when Life is Strange came out of nowhere from Donut, holy shit. It was a breath of fresh air because I think it's the end of the first episode or the second episode. Depending on if you've done, like you said, in like Until Dawn, done your snooping, got the info on your people, your friends, and understand like what's going on. If you just rush through and you don't know the answers, somebody jumps off of a building and dies in that game,
Nice.
and they are not in that for the rest of the game. And you can save her. And it was like a beautiful moment because normally I'm used to these games being scripted, like that person was going to die regardless, right?
Yeah.
But when I was playing it in the moment, that was one of the most anxiety-driving moments of a game ever because I thought I could save her. And I did, in fact, know all the information because I snooped enough and I saved her life. I went to
Nice.
work. I used to work at overnights at a Walmart, and one of my coworkers was running the game side by side with me, so we would always get together and talk about what happened.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Man, it's really sad that she jumped." And I go, "No, dude, she didn't jump for me. I talked her down." And he goes, "What?" And that we had that moment of realizing like this game actually matters. Like the shit you do in
shit.
that game actually makes a difference if you pay attention and do things. So we we're like, "Oh, fuck. Our first actual game like where your choices make a difference? What?"
That's how I felt about the Shadow the Hedgehog game.
You know what else could be considered a choose your own adventure game?
Fable?
Call of
thinking
Duty
Fable.
Black Ops 2.
Never
The
played it.
campaign changes depending on what you do. You can
Oh, no shit.
like at the end with the final like not really a final boss, but like the evil guy. You can choose to kill him, you can spare him, you can put him in jail. There's a lot of different choices you can make throughout the game, too. And depending on what you do, it depends on how the rest of the game goes. So, like, Black Ops 2 could be considered a choose-your-own-adventure game. And good God, did the campaigns go downhill from there.
That's insane.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have thought that. Because I like the Call of Duty Modern Warfare series.
Yeah. Like the original one or 2019?
Like this, I haven't played the new ones yet.
Oh, okay.
I like Modern Warfare when that came out and I played that. God, that was such a fun shooter game.
Yeah.
And then Modern Warfare 2 comes out with that sick multiplayer, and it was so good.
Dude, yeah.
The lobbies were trash, but I mean, it goes to like I don't know why we're on like iconic gaming, but like just remembering the ending of the first one where like everybody's fucked up. You're on the bridge. The main antagonist is coming at you like you're gonna fucking die, and the captain turns and slides you his pistol, and you get the option. You get the. And I'm so happy that they made you pull the trigger. Like you get to take control and do the action, right?
Yeah.
Like you're the one. One of the things that I got upset about with the recent Resident Evil 8, The Village, I got upset at the very end of the game. Spoilers, if you haven't played it, you should already have played it by now or watched a playthrough of it. But this is your spoiler warning. At the very end, Ethan Winters stays behind, and he has a detonator in his hand. And this entire game, you're in first person playing this guy. If you've played since 7, you've played 2 full games with this guy.
Yeah.
And you're at the end, you have this detonator. And all it would have been an easy little thing of just cutting out of the little like in-game cutscene and just let you like maybe look around for a second, and then you decide when to press the button. Then let you press the button, because then you would have finally done that final action with Ethan, right?
Yeah, that also bothered me.
And they didn't. And you don't get to do. You get to do everything else as Ethan, but you don't get to you don't get to press the button. Come on. I thought that was the biggest miss of Resident Evil ever.
Right.
I don't care about Gaiden that was on the Game Boy Color.
Wait, there was a Resident Evil game on the Game Boy Color?
Oh, absolutely. Yes,
I did not know that. Wow.
Yup, it kind of
can't imagine it was very good.
It was tough and confusing.
Yeah, there's
but
not enough pixels.
And
to
it's not canon.
A Resident Evil game.
It's not canon either.
You
play as Barry the whole time, and you're on a ship, and Leon's like trying to help you. And at the end, it shows Leon's neck scratched, and it zooms in, and it's the color of like these changeling monsters that are throughout the whole game. So suggests that Leon was actually infected and turned into a monster.
Is that? But why that it's not would canon?
Because he's Leon fucking Kennedy in Resident Evil 4, so
yeah,
does not compute. But
right.
Sorry, fucking tangent on video games. Let's go.
I do
want
to
bring
the
video game episode.
So
let's talk about Kingdom Hearts.
Yo, Kingdom Hearts.
No. I derailed Misha. Misha, you go back. Take it back for a second.
Take it back, Misha, quickly.
Say, first and foremost, we're recording this on November 1st. How was your guys' Halloween?
Shitty.
Damn.
Was good. I played Phasmophobia with my friend Luca.
Ooh, okay.
Or also known as Perpetually Saul. I streamed it. And they did a reset on that game. Speaking of video games, they reset everybody on Phasmophobia back to 0.
Again? Or was that like a while ago?
It might have been a little while ago. I just haven't played in months.
Okay. Because I know Argo was saying that too.
Yeah, Argo actually stopped by my stream.
Hey.
Did a little radio on me.
Yeah.
And it sets you back to 0, and they the update is like your spirit box is an old FM radio. Because you're level 1 and you can only afford an AM/FM radio, like old school fucking like dial turner on it, not even like number LED like shit.
Oh hell
it's
yeah,
fucking great. And like your ghostwriting book is like a fucking college rule notebook. It's so funny. Like you're when we're talking level 1 early with no money in this game, it's like poverty. Like you have nothing. You were
just
like
got out
the
of
most
history class and drove right there.
Yeah, you just grabbed some shit and ran up to the like local crazy abandoned mental institution or whatever, and just like tried to find a ghost.
As one does. Yeah.
It's yeah, and it's pretty. It was really fun though, and they had a Halloween event. That we went ahead, knocked out, and had a pretty good time in general. And it makes me want to grind the game again because I want good gear. Because God, we did one professional run and I died very quickly, and I'm like,
Damn.
yeah, I cannot not with this gear.
So Ruby, why was your Halloween bad?
Well, I don't like things were just weird. People were bailing on me, but not bailing on me. They like it was just not my typical, because typically all my friends meet up at this one bar, but also all the bars were weirdly closed, and my town didn't host their Halloween contest. But I do have a good Halloween story. So my I was gonna say my friend Mason, as if they haven't even been on this podcast and commented a few times. So Mason, Black Dog Teeth on Twitter, was like, hey, come over to my house and we'll pass out candy and like we'll chit chat, and I'm making banh mi's. I'm like, that sounds fucking dope. So I buy a bunch of ciders. We go over to Mason's, and they were like, oh, can you bring me some eggs? Because I'm making egg drop soup and I'm out of eggs. So I was like, perfect, I can totally get eggs. So I come over, I bring ciders and eggs, and I've accidentally bought boiled eggs, not like raw eggs.
Oh no. How did you know what?
Ruby, I'm sorry, Ruby, how?
Yeah.
No, I'll ask.
Okay, I didn't want to ask.
I'm asking.
Oh, we just don't know how.
You go
So
you get a carton of eggs, you get a bag of hard boiled.
I was gonna say hard boiled usually come in bags. I'm so
Yeah.
confused.
So I got some hard-boiled eggs, and as like a little goof, I put them in the trick-or-treat bowl. And Mason's like, ugh, okay, whatever, like Ruby. And then the next trick-or-treater, it's like a middle school age kid, and he goes, trick-or-treat. Mason presents the bowl, and they go, oh, egg, and immediately grab the hard-boiled egg.
Oh my god.
And then Mason's like, my friend will really appreciate that. So the other kid is like, well, I gotta take one too, and grabs the other fucking egg.
What a fucking story. Because
Okay.
that's what it is now. It's not. And by the way, I love hard boiled eggs, so I'd have been like, get some salt and pepper and like taking an egg too. But like imagine though, like you can tell your friends
Imagine trick-or-treating and coming home with an egg.
Yeah, they're like, what the fuck do you? A hard boiled.
I hope they didn't wait till they got home.
That's a great fucking story. No, to like the parents or like to your friends at next day at school. You know, like
Yeah.
it's a great it's a great story. I mean, more props to the kid if he just fucking loves hard-boiled eggs, but it's a story opportunity. You have to go for it, right?
Oh, yeah, you'd have to go for the egg. So,
Which now gave you a story.
there was one more egg in the bowl, and we were busy chit-chatting, so we didn't want to miss any kids, so we just put the bowl outside. And it was really, really late in the night, so I'd be shocked if even one more kid had showed up, right? But one kid did show up and stole the whole bowl of candy.
Bro,
and they
come on.
fucking left the last egg.
They left the egg.
They
Oh my
left the
God.
egg. The
But
bowl is
Mason
just gone.
swears, because the egg was really damaged. It was really beat up. Mason swears that they heard a thud. So we think that they were walking away with all the candy and that they thought it might be a raw egg and threw it at the door.
Oh my
But then it just
God.
landed back in the bowl.
Oh,
Dude.
right, because
Because that's a thing.
They're like, fuck you, your egg bullshit. Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
So,
So that was my Halloween
Actually,
story.
so I don't know if we can move this bit really quick to the front of the episode, Misha, because I think it's important that everybody remembers that this coming weekend, when I say this coming weekend, that means Sunday morning at 2 a.m., your hour falls back
oh shit.
this
Well,
weekend.
This episode comes out in like 2 days, so
Yes. So
Yeah.
Saturday, if you stay up past midnight and it's heading towards that 1 to 2 a.m. hour, on Sunday morning, it falls back an hour, which means I get an extra hour of sleep between working shifts. Let's go. So yes, fall back this weekend.
let's go.
Don't know if you love it, don't know if you hate it. To me, I'm getting an extra hour of sleep, so
I won't put it at the beginning of the episode. That way, anybody who didn't listen is fucked.
that's why
you gotta
I
watch
wanted
the
that
whole episode.
Bro,
No,
I wanna
fuck
be-
you. Only real
Well,
fans
okay.
get to know that it's
If
fallback.
you've made it this
no,
far.
I want this exact. Only we'll know who the real fans are because they'll be on time.
They'll be like, man, I set my clock.
He'll be on time next week.
Dude, they'll talk about it in the Discord. They'll talk about.
Oh, they will.
They
Actually,
will like.
speaking of,
Speaking
share
of that,
their
let's hop into the
experience.
Discord.
Yeah, how's the
okay, pop in
Discord doing?
What
Yeah,
are we doing in
we
there?
always like to check on the Discord while
Oh
we're
my
recording.
god! You know
on
what we
here?
should do one of these weeks? We should record one of the episodes like in one of your channels.
No
Ruby.
way! The Discord is talking about a cult of Broomby.
Shadow of Broomby is not worthy.
I'm not surprised, dude. Okay, Shadow Broomy looks kind of cool.
What is happening?
Dude, the
Cult of
Discord is
what the
popping off right
Okay.
now.
Hold on, I'm saving this Cult of Broomy so I can add it in the episode.
Oh, you're renting. Yeah. Oh.
What the fuck? Dude, our fans are so weird.
I love them.
Every one
Oh,
of
I
them. This
love it.
image of
I
Ruby
love-
is horrifying.
I mean, like part of me has to say, like we've made it as a podcast because we have a culture.
The Broomy lore runs deep.
There's lore, and that's amazing. By the way, we were kicking around ideas. Speaking of the Discord, I hear you. I see you all in chat right now. If you're at the premiere, we
I'm
want
just
to
gonna
do
say hi.
stickers, and we're definitely gonna do some fun things involving.
We're gonna
the
try.
quote-unquote
We
stand-ins.
could definitely try and have some by MFF.
That'd be cool, at least to
That's
get
a
like
really
that would be
solid
cool.
goal.
maybe it'd be cool at minimum to have like Bark Meow logo stickers with like a little QR code to scan to our
I will
If
website.
you
say-
are
or to
if
the
you are
YouTube?
donating to our Patreon, I will make sure that any stickers we create this month, or in the next coming month, you will get them for free in the mail. The only stipulation being you have to supply the Patreon with your address, but I'm pretty sure it already has it. So
We also need your
figure it
social
out.
security and the
And
three
your
And your-
wacky
and your-
numbers on the back
and
of
your
card.
ID, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, hi Discord, frogs. I don't know what do we call them?
Frogs? Okay,
Shout out
hold
to
on. What do
Zoid,
we need?
no,
We need to come
Scrunkly
up with
Moose.
a name for our fan.
I need there's got to be a word
The
because
Broombites.
so
The broom light.
The broom bites.
Hold on, I'm gonna ask them. What
The
do we
beans.
call?
What do we call you
the
fuckers?
beans is
Yo.
cute because we're in a cafe.
Yeah, that's what I
Like-
was thinking. The beans,
Hang
the
on,
ro-
that is pretty cute.
maybe we call them the
But
roasts.
for the pod? There we go. Simps. God damn it, Carnelian.
Cornelius uses that word banned yet?
How do I vote? How do I vote for Sims?
Oh god.
I
Hey
think,
Simps.
I think you just like give it a like.
Hi Bark Meow Simps. Thank you for making it this far in the episode.
What's up,
and
Simps?
if you're a Patreon sub, that also means you are super simps, and we appreciate you even more.
Thank you. Oh my god.
Oh
Okay,
my god,
Garo.
we derailed. I never got to my point. I never
Oh,
got
yeah.
to
we
the
love
point.
you guys.
I was gonna say I saw a thing going around TikTok that was saying that like nobody was
Broomers.
trick or treating this year. Broomers is good.
What
Nobody
up,
was-
rumors?
I just
Apparently,
love
like,
that it's just
wait,
based around one of your stand-ins. It's the
I was thinking of
stand-in. It's not even
Broomers
you.
like
Broomy is more popular than me.
I made Broomy in like 5 minutes because Solus was like, we should put something over there so that it's not just like dead space.
I came
Am
up
I
with
the
some.
false idol or is Broomy the false
I know.
idol?
So the lore on
I
that
real?
is I told Misha, okay, we should put something there and not just have dead space. And I said, what about like grabbing one of Ruby's like images or something we have a PNG of and slapping it in like a photo frame and being like, you know, Ruby is out or something, just something to put there, like a sign or a picture. And then I come into the channel and there's a goddamn broom with a notepad
Yeah.
on it. And I'm like, Misha, you goddamn genius.
I was like, what if I
Misha's
just like
genuinely funny.
what if I just like tape a piece of paper to a broom? That'd be kind of funny.
See,
Hold
I
on.
feel like people thrive off my chaos energy a lot, but I'm not genuinely funny. Misha's actually funny.
your objective chaos, which also includes funny at times.
So
but yeah,
I-
but like Misha's just funny. Like Misha has jokes. The guy's got jokes.
the guy's got
Guy's got-
jokes.
He's got the chops.
So we were
So-
talking about this. I'll save the original audio for the Patreons only, but one of our sticker ideas is to reference, I'm pretty sure it was last episode, where we were talking about
right.
slapping stickers on people's cars. So if you want an early peek at that one, that'll be in the Patreon.
Yeah.
Have you uploaded to the Patreon yet, guys? Are you still failing at
Fuck,
that?
dude. God damn it. I gotta
You
do that.
cannot
I'm
blame
sorry.
us.
I'm
This is a
sorry.
team effort.
I know. I need.
I've
do
posted
things
more on the
too.
Patreon than either of you.
Yeah, because you kind of took that over, and I just kind of let it go. I'm not gonna lie. I was just like, "Fuck, Ruby's got that."
Yeah, so
Okay.
August 18th, Solus messages me, should be just you and me today, with Ruby heading to Denver today. And I was like, oh yeah, huh, okay. This is like exclusive lore, by the way. So Solus says, now we gotta do something goofy to Ruby, like I did to you with the multiplying Mishas. And then a little while later, he's like, OMG, can you Photoshop like a bar sign that says gone to Denver? Just something real quick. And I was like, I could try real quick. And then He was like, seems kind of funny, but also works. Honestly, the shittier it is, the more of a meme it will look like. This was my permission. This was my cue. So I was like, I was also thinking of like a broomstick with a picture of Ruby on it. And he was like, he, do it. And then I was like, it'd be really funny if it was like handwritten, like really shittily written, just Ruby and the shittiest cat you've ever seen. And so I sent him the preview and he's like, haha, yes. And then I sent him in the cafe and it was like, it's done. And that was the creation of Broomby, our Lord and Savior, the shitpost.
I love how my thing was, we have to fuck with Ruby.
I know.
How do you spell language? Language.
I know, I said it nicely.
Wedge.
But it was, let's do something goofy to Ruby because they're gone.
Yeah, I know.
It's honestly, like, it's so good. I want our starting soon, like, animation to be me sweeping, and it'll be, like, ominous because... I can't. Me and Broomy cannot exist in the same space at the same time. That's a part of the lore.
It's true.
But like, maybe the paper will be like pinned to the background.
Or you're like sweeping up the paper.
Oh, maybe maybe that.
I just think that we need to do. We've talked about this. I don't know if we talked about this last episode or what. We need to do a just completely silent stream, right? Or episode with just the stand-ins, but I've decided that it just needs to be the background just needs to be a picture of like an open closet, and we're just all three of them are just in the closet standing there with like an overhead light, like spotlight shining down.
Oh my god!
And then and it's just like silence with random noises.
The point of the Halloween thing was I was seeing all over TikTok. Apparently, like nobody was trick or treating. So, did you guys get any trick or treaters? Because I got one. Like obviously Ruby had her candy stolen, but I had one trick or treater and I had candy.
I don't get any more trick or treaters. I'm so sad.
I saw a bunch of videos
where it was like, I'm ready for my first Halloween as like a millennial homeowner or some shit. It wasn't like that cringe, but like it was shit like that. And then like the Stitch where they're like, nobody came. We still have a full bowl of candy, which honestly is kind of a W, but it was like
bitch.
Nobody came.
Bitch, how is that a problem?
Yeah.
Dude, no, that actually happened to me though. And I feel I was going to go so hard. I'm very fortunate. I live in a home and I know that there are kids around me because sometimes they come over to pet my chickens. So I was so ready to give out candy, and this was 3-4 years ago. So I just do up the house. The house looks fucking sick on the outside. Not scary, just really exciting. Nobody came, and I had full-size bars. I was ready to deliver.
You were the cool one.
Next year,
right.
I think, okay, maybe it was a one-off. Who knows? So I kind of decorated the outside of the house, not really, but kind of. And I spend most of the decorations on the inside of the house for me. Because I just went ham on the outside. Nobody came again. Next year, I'm like, okay, I'm going to throw a Halloween party and fuck the outdoors. Nobody's coming anyway. And all the decorations were on the inside. And I still didn't get any fucking trick-or-treaters. Next year, fuck it. I don't have any trick-or-treaters. This is bullshit. I take all of my Halloween decorations. I take them to Mason's house. We throw a sick-ass, nasty Halloween party. And I make special Jell-O shots for the parents. So kids get candy. Ooh. And anytime I saw a parent, I was like, oh, or an accompanying adult, I'm like, would you like a Jell-O shot? I made energy boosters, which were non-alcoholic, just like a Jell-O shot to give you a little bit of caffeine. Or 21 plus poison apple Jell-O shots, or vegan alcoholic apple pie shots, and they were a fucking hit.
Hell yeah!
Yeah, you're like
I try to really give back to my community on Halloween.
Sounds like fun. I want to be there.
Yeah, but so I live in an apartment.
I invited?
War criminal. We're not calling you guys war criminals. So
oh god,
hello, war criminals.
No. Yeah, I live in an apartment complex, which I feel like would be like, kind of a gold mine for candy, because like each building has 4 doors to knock on, but I don't know.
Depends.
It seems like trick or treating might be dying.
I
don't know how to feel about that.
Are you the apartment complex that you go to get candy from, or you go and maybe get a needle of something?
Okay, we're not the needle type, but I like to think like. At the very least, we just don't have candy. You're not gonna get like stabbed or shot where I live. But like, fucking
drugs.
No, not drug. Well, I mean, edible drugs, but like, no, I'm not gonna get.
Those
I'm not
are
gonna give
legal.
my drugs away. What the fuck? Oh yeah, those are legal where I live. Yeah.
The Halloween scare. Your kids are gonna get the weed in their candy.
Oh my god.
No, I'm not gonna, dude. It's too expensive. Fuck that.
Yeah, right. Like, why would I give away my primo shit? I say
Malo says we should force them to hop in a Discord call and spend time with us. Damn it.
What's funny is I just said that.
We've talked about doing stuff like that, and again, the issue comes down to we're already putting in a bunch of time that we barely have time for. Poor Misha has to get done with this recording and edit this bitch and have it ready for Friday.
Yeah,
because we're not stocked up on episodes.
Oh yeah,
we were saying that earlier too. It is a little hard to stock up on episodes. Originally, our plan for Bark Bark Meow was to be like 2 episodes ahead. That way, we'd have a filler. But we kind of noticed that things that we wanted to talk about were like old news by the time we finally started to talk about them.
Yeah, topics
like right now we're talking about Halloween. It's November 1st, but by the time this is posted, it'll be
November
like
3rd.
Yeah, no, this
but
one
that's
comes
like
out this week.
Just about the time.
But if we would have done this on standard, it would have been November 10th when this episode would come out.
But I feel like podcast being a week behind is kind of like normal, if that makes sense, or at least like a little bit behind. 2 weeks was definitely too much, but like
podcasts are daily.
Well, 1 week and for my sanity.
Them on the day.
1 week. We're keeping it to 1 week for my sanity.
Man, the way I'm following this Illuminati bullshit, it seems like they come up with like 30-minute YouTube videos day of.
Bro, you want to talk about some more drama?
You had some drama for us.
Lumen City?
Yeah, I do.
Can I talk? You have it. Okay.
It's not Illuminati. But I keep up on the internet things while I'm on Instacart. And Atozy, who's done a lot of the reporting on like the Pink Sauce Lady and just in general a lot of things. Remember, I think a few episodes ago I talked about the psychic lady that like claimed the professor convinced the shooting that happened in Idaho a year ago.
Oh yeah, yeah.
There's an update to that. She posted a new video. This TikTok psychic that is like tried to sue a professor for defamation, all this stuff. That she's gonna sue all the YouTubers that quote unquote defamed her on the platform because they're lying and making stuff up about her. And
wait a minute, I'm struggling to follow this. Okay, back up the bus.
I saw that come up in my recommended, but I didn't click on it. Okay.
It's a good watch. It's a good watch.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, Ruby, were you missing? What are you missing?
I completely missed on like who are we talking about?
All right, so there's this TikTok psychic that got infamous over the last year because just about a year ago,
I remember the
TikTok school shooting happened in Idaho, and she claimed that she knew who orchestrated the killings through tarot card readings of the school's the college's faculty website. And so she made over 100 TikToks claiming that this lady either did the shootings and or orchestrated the killings of these 4 kids through this one person, which is obviously very wrong. And like your evidence is tarot card readings and nothing else. Like she's probably in like actual criminal like possibly problems here. Because
she predicted something about the school
did
shooting.
Not predict it. She tried to say using
around predicted.
She didn't predict shit. She said using tarot card readings, this professor is the person that.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Completely unrelated professor. Professor had nothing to do with any of this.
Actually, had never had these students in the students in their classes or anything.
Yeah, unrelated.
Said that she's the reason why those kids died.
Yeah,
you can't say that.
Shit. Yeah,
this was a year ago.
Also, you can't fucking say that about somebody.
Yeah, a professor on staff, completely unfound, no evidence. Just
forget taking her to court. I'm gonna take her into the back of the yard, bro.
Oh, like, well, the professor, I think, won their case against them and got them to shut up. But the big thing is like,
dude, yeah, no, honestly,
that's the thing is the biggest thing is the TikTok psychic. They're going back and forth with the professor still in litigation because she's trying to subpoena all of the Facebook records from the professor, saying there's some evidence in there that will show the connection. Like, which again, Atozy points out, like if you're trying to claim there's evidence in there, you should already have it. You shouldn't be like, I'm going to check your DMs and find evidence. Like, you can't make all of these baseless claims before you have the evidence. What the fuck? And it is really, really upsetting stuff. And now she's like, also, once I'm done with this stuff, I'm going to sue the YouTubers who defamed me. And it's just like, you're not going to win. You're not going to... And that's the thing, is like, nobody said anything defamation-wise, because defamation has to be done maliciously, and like, you have to know it's false, right?
Yeah.
And so there's no way any of them are going to get nailed for defamation. It's just going to end up like causing her to lose even more money, and she's gonna lose against the professor anyways. If anything, her claims, especially like on TikTok and the misinformation and all those, like, I think she should be in jail for it.
I do too. Or at the
Like,
very
you
least owe some money, because she is
I don't-
actually defaming the professor.
Oh, absolutely.
Well, then
So
again, she
I
doesn't.
don't know, man.
I think she genuinely believes she's right. Is the issue?
Well, see, and that's the thing.
That's the issue with
It's 'cause she keeps
defamation.
saying-
Or
she
some
keeps
people
saying
are
in her-
so good at doubling down, they start to believe their own bullshit.
That
Like,
yeah.
Somewhere deep down, she knows she's wrong, but so, like when you're arguing, you are
So-
like you are right. You know what I mean?
Right.
The
So
thing is, like, oh, go ahead. So
the way that I saw this and the way that she speaks in her video, if you take yourself out of this and you come in an incredibly objective way, this is really tough to do, by the way, but you try to get into the mindset of, what if she actually believes she has a special gift and she can read these tarot cards, which gives her insight into shit that you shouldn't be able to have insight in, and she actually believes that, then everything that she's saying in these videos, saying, I'm telling you the truth, I know it's the truth, even though it's based off of bullshit and is not factual science or evidence, because she believes in her own quote-unquote special gift, and she did, that she referred to it as that, then you get into this weird area of, you can't do this because you're not telling the factual truth, you're just telling your version of the truth that you believe in.
And like I know that there's people out there, and some people probably even like listening to this podcast, that like they do the whole tarot card thing, which is perfectly fine. I don't do the whole tarot card thing, but people do. You can't use it to call somebody a murderer, or like you can't do that. That's crossing some lines, you know.
Murder or ordering the hit.
Yeah,
you know,
ordering the hit.
Also,
That's what I was looking for. Like, you can read
Like
your
if anybody
cards, you can
out
believe
there
what you
understands
believe.
tarot cards, they understand that like yes, some things can be very direct like that, but there's no way you could do that with a tarot card. In fact, they could
Yeah.
prove defamation because, like you said, Solus, you have to prove that they knew they were lying. There's no way you could say, "Oh, the tarot card said this definitively," because that's not tarot card reading. So you must have known you were lying.
Oh.
No,
Mason just said
absolutely
it. Anybody who reads tarot cards genuinely like does not deal in absolutes.
And-
So you could absolutely prove it's defamation. But I hate to interrupt us. We are at the hour and a half mark.
We
No,
are
hour and 11. There's gonna be some fluff cut, but you're correct. It's time to wrap it up.
idea. Misha B. Barkin talent show with y'all as the hosts. Oh God. The bark meow talent show. I kind of fuck with that. I don't hate that idea.
Okay, let them cook.
Yeah,
Hold on.
I don't hate that idea.
That could be like a summer special.
Oh,
Like
you know what we
people
could
submit videos of maybe first video. Like we'll reduce it to like a minute, and we'll have a prize for the winner.
You know what we could do? Okay,
They can have
we
the
could-
sticker pack.
we could have us in like the bottom left corner and have like the America's Got Talent like stage thing.
Oh
where
my
the
God.
judges sit, and then have like a open PNG area, and that's where we put the video, and then we all watch it.
All right, we're cooking.
Kind
Go
of down.
I'm
slap
kind
this
of
in the
down for
Google.
this too.
Slap this in the spreadsheet right now.
Oh, let me open the spreadsheet. All right, I'll type that in the spreadsheet while y'all do the outro.
All
Okay.
right. You know, every time Misha does this, so if you like these episodes, they premiere every Friday at 4 p.m. Pacific, 5 Mountain, 6 Central, 7 Eastern, right? Yeah.
Just keep listening to them. It's fine.
Yeah, every Friday at those times. And if you're here for the premiere, welcome and thank you for making it this far. You're the true G's. And there is a After Bark live stream, typically right after these episodes end on the YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Very rarely we miss them due to life happenings, but right now we should be here and you should be catching the live stream, which is basically an unscripted, unedited podcast episode. If you like that and you want to interact with us, stop on by. Also, while we're talking about it, we didn't address it, but thanks for all the love and support on the Halloween special.
Yeah, that was awesome. We are
ex-
definitely going to be doing more specials because that went over so well. If you haven't seen it, it's still up.
And it's going to stay up.
Yeah.
Unless we don't like this video. If you don't like, comment, and subscribe right now, all of the videos are going down.
Oh my god.
This
Those videos where
ruins
it's
the
like
entire
if you don't comment right now, the boogeyman is gonna jump out and get you.
Oh, dude, the old MySpace shit memes where it's
Oh
like,
my god.
oh my god, if you don't like this video right now, the dog dies, and you're like,
I'm
no.
Were you guys
If
on
you don't
Facebook?
like this video right now, the Zoid gets it.
Oh,
oh
shit.
god, the
Thanos
Zoid.
snapped the Zoid.
Fucking gets it.
Oh my god, no, not the Zoid. As Misha,
Oh, I felt one of you didn't like the video.
Bring him my boy.
I threw him.
You fucking got yeeted.
Hold on.
It was almost looking like it was about to be Vor.
No.
Look, I saw you like go.
Give me the
I-
boy.
I thought you gonna eat it.
How do I bring him back?
Alrighty.
Right
I'm gonna read
click.
off.
Oh,
Right
center
click,
to screen.
Liger,
Got him.
or you could do, yeah.
All right, I put him back down.
He's back.
So,
Also, name the Liger.
I named him Liger.
no, his name is Liger Zero.
Sorry,
Yeah,
Liger.
no, I want that. No, I want the audience to answer that.
Is it like Liger Zero or that's not a zero? Is it like Liger
This
Zero
is communism.
or ZERO?
Fuck capitalism. This is communism. This is
No,
our
no,
Liger.
he's already got a name. You can't just change his name.
No, but is it like the number zero
Like-
or is it ZERO?
ZERO.
Is it all caps?
No?
I don't
Okay.
call my
Liger
PC Cyber Power Dash 2334.
Why not?
And then, well,
Is it a name or is it a model, Ruby?
No, he's called the Liger Zero because there are other Ligers, and he's the Zero because he's got other armor. So there's Liger
Oh.
Jaeger, there's Liger Zero Schneider, there's Liger Zero Panzer, because he's the Liger Zero without armor.
Sounds like model names to me.
They aren't! They're Zoid names!
I'm kidding, Ruby.
See, you're making me nerd out. You're doing this to me on purpose. Here's the Panzer.
Antagonistic solace is
So
here.
the Panzer's the most like fighty tanky one, and the Schneider is like a big speedy weapon one. Like he gets a speed boost and his claw glows. Stop laughing at me!
Okay.
Love it.
Listen, we're not getting back into Liger lore. We gotta end the episode.
Do we have the Patreon
I'm
list?
being bullied on my own podcast.
Look, I only have one more month to be naughty because Christmas is coming.
Ah, fuck. Aren't you supposed to be good?
I
all
will be
year, though?
taking Christmas in only Zoids. Thank you.
The real question is, out of everybody here, has anybody set up their Christmas tree yet?
Yes, I
No.
want presents for my Liger. I don't need anything. I just want
You
some
said
for
yes.
him.
So wait, did you
I
actually put
don't-
up your tree?
I don't set up my Christmas tree until late November.
If they're
Is that-
cold, bring him inside.
Ruby's not
I
listening.
Yeah.
What do I need? Sorry, I was not
No, I
listening.
just could. Have you? It's November 1st. Do you have your tree up yet?
I have it out.
Ha! Fuck.
God damn it.
That's like halfway there. No,
No,
I saw somebody on.
I was delivering food to Andy today, and his trio, which is like the Honors Kids Club, is taking down their Halloween decorations, and he's like, "What are you doing?" And I immediately interrupted. I was like, "Andy, it's Christmas."
I saw. I mean, I saw a Blue Sky post of somebody had their tree already up. So I was just
God
like, wow,
damn it.
they moved quick.
Papa Mutt posted a video of like a Santa hat slowly lowering onto his head, and I was like, no, bad dog.
Bad dog. You leave that dog alone. Hey, who has the Patreon list?
I
Let's read it.
have
Let's
it.
do this.
Thank you to Rays. Thank you to Few Firefox. Thank you to Corleen R. And every time we read these and you guys get to Corleen, I think you're mispronouncing Carnelian every single time. But thank you to Kai. Thank you to Quinn. Thank you to the real Carnelian Fox. And thank you to Steam Pony and Ankara. We appreciate the support. We appreciate what you do. And if you want to join the exclusive super duper cool club of people who get their names read at the end of episodes, then feel free to check out that link in the description below. Patreon added a new thing where you can follow for free. So I think you could always follow, but it didn't count as like a free membership. They changed the name of it.
Instead of right, there wasn't like a free tier. There was like following or subscribing, but now where you're just a subscriber and there's different tiers.
Yeah,
but we're still gonna like accept the the support.
Yeah,
and we'll promise you content there.
Yeah, we are working on it. It will be done.
All right.
To everyone, a happy November
for this one,
3rd.
I'm gonna I wanted to pan.
A good night.
What Ruby?
Good night, Liger.
Good night, Liger. Now crush it.
No, my sweet prince.
Look, recycling is a thing at least.
No, this is the only plastic I can condone.
He's being crushed as we speak.
Oh, all right. Next episode, macro.
Now for it. Okay, now put him in my mouth.
Oh, hey, Vinny. Audio listeners, we're fucking around with the Zoid on. Oh,
wait, like won't. Blah 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 blah.
Oh fuck, I did it wrong. Liger,
Liger's
not moving. Okay, Liger is
hit there. Done.
So good.
Boop 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 boop.
But I know the background music. All right, bye guys. Thanks for tuning in. Wrong background. I'm gonna stop before we get copyright struck.